What if I told you that making peanut butter in a factory means processing several tons of peanuts every hour? It takes high-tech machinery, strict quality checks, and a series of carefully controlled steps to turn raw peanuts into the jars you see on grocery shelves. But before any roasting or grinding happens, not all peanuts make the cut. Factories use optical scanners and air jets to sort out discolored or damaged peanuts at the very start, ensuring only the best move forward. So how do simple peanuts become that creamy or crunchy spread you know? The journey starts long before the peanuts hit the factory floor. Before we dive into the journey, please do hit that subscribe button. Factories depend on a reliable supply of high-quality peanuts, sourced from major producers like the United States, China, and India. In the US, Georgia stands out, providing nearly half of the country's entire peanut crop, a detail that matters because the region, climate, and even soil can affect the final flavor and texture of peanut butter. Each batch of peanuts is selected not just for yield, but for the critical attributes that will carry through to the finished product. Before peanuts ever reach the factory, farmers take steps to protect quality and safety. After harvesting, peanuts are carefully dried to reduce their moisture content. This isn't just to prevent spoilage, it's a crucial measure against mold and aflatoxin contamination. Aflatoxins, produced by certain molds, are tightly regulated in the food industry due to their health risks. By drying peanuts to low moisture levels, farmers help ensure that only safe, high-quality peanuts move forward in the process. Peanuts also undergo initial inspections on the farm, where any that don't meet standards are separated out early. Once ready for shipment, peanuts are loaded into bulk trucks or shipping containers and transported to processing plants. The delivery process is more than just logistics. It's about maintaining a steady flow of raw material to keep production lines running smoothly. At large factories, these trucks unload peanuts directly into massive hoppers that feed the entire operation. This system is designed for efficiency, allowing factories to process peanuts continuously and produce thousands of jars of peanut butter every hour. When the peanuts arrive, the first stage inside the plant is cleaning. Here, machines remove soil, stones, and leftover plant debris. After this, the peanuts move on to advanced inspection lines. Factories use a combination of optics and high-pressure air jets to scan and sort the peanuts at high speed. In milliseconds, the system detects and ejects any peanuts that are too small, cracked, or discolored, ensuring that only properly sized, unbroken peanuts continue in the process. This level of detail is essential, not just for appearance, but because even minor defects can affect roasting and ultimately the quality of the final product. Consistency is the goal at every stage. Uniform peanuts roast more evenly, which is critical for both flavor and safety. If a peanut is too small or damaged, it might burn or develop off flavors during roasting. Factories can't risk letting any substandard peanuts slip through, as even a small batch of contaminated or inferior peanuts can compromise an entire production run. After passing through inspection, the peanuts are cleaned once more to remove any remaining microscopic contaminants. This final cleaning step ensures that only pristine, high-quality peanuts are set for the next phase. Every peanut that moves forward has already cleared multiple layers of scrutiny, setting the stage for the transformation ahead. With the peanuts now ready, the process moves to the next critical step. The focus shifts from sorting and cleaning to unlocking the full flavor potential of each peanut, a step that will define the taste and aroma of the finished peanut butter. Roasting is where the real transformation of peanuts begins. Factories move the cleaned and sorted peanuts into specialized roasting machines that use hot air to heat large batches evenly. These machines operate at carefully controlled temperatures, usually around 160 to 170 degrees Celsius, 320 to 338 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 20 to 30 minutes. This range isn't chosen at random, precision is key. Roasting at these temperatures unlocks the peanuts' natural oils, deepens their flavor, and creates the signature nutty aroma. If the heat is too high or the timing is off, the peanuts can burn, leaving a bitter taste. Too low or too short, and the flavor stays flat. Factories fine-tune these settings for each peanut variety, since types like Spanish or runner peanuts need slightly different conditions to bring out their best qualities. Once the roasting cycle finishes, the peanuts aren't left to sit. Residual heat can keep cooking the peanuts if they aren't cooled quickly, which risks overdeveloping the flavor or changing the texture. To prevent this, the roasted peanuts are moved along conveyor belts where cool air circulates over them, halting the cooking process right away. This step locks in the target roast level and preserves the flavor and structure needed for the next stage. With roasting complete, the peanuts are ready for grinding. The cooled peanuts enter industrial grinders, machines fitted with high-speed blades or rollers that crush the nuts into a paste. This is where the texture of peanut butter starts to take shape. The grinding process releases the oils from the peanuts, creating a smooth base. Factories control the grinders to achieve the exact consistency they want. If they're making smooth peanut butter, the grinders reduce the peanuts to tiny particles, resulting in a creamy texture. For chunky varieties, a portion of the batch is ground less finely and mixed back in later, giving that familiar crunch. Some commercial plants take it a step further by using homogenizers. These machines force the peanut paste through very small openings under high pressure, breaking down any remaining lumps and making the texture even creamier. This extra step is especially important for brands that promise an ultra-smooth product. Throughout the grinding process, embedded controls in the equipment track temperature and grind consistency. These controls help maintain uniformity across every batch, so the texture and mouthfeel stay the same from jar to jar. Even small changes in grinding time or temperature can lead to noticeable differences, so this constant monitoring is a crucial part of large-scale production. At this stage, the peanut paste is either smooth or chunky, but it's not quite finished. It still needs the right balance of flavor and stability, which comes from adding ingredients like salt, sweeteners, or stabilizers. That comes next. For now, the roasted and ground peanuts form the foundation of every jar, with the flavor and texture carefully built through each step. The next phase is where the process gets even more precise. Turning this base paste into the peanut butter you recognize on store shelves means adding just the right amount of each ingredient and ensuring every jar meets strict quality standards. When ground peanuts reach the mixing stage, factories turn their attention to balancing flavor, texture, and stability. In this phase, salt is added to highlight the roasted notes, and stabilizers, like hydrogenated vegetable oils, are blended in to prevent oil separation and keep the peanut butter creamy over its entire shelf life. Sweeteners, such as sugar or honey, may be included sparingly to adjust the flavor, but many commercial peanut butter lines rely only on salt and stabilizer, letting the natural taste of the peanuts stand out. Every ingredient is measured with precision, since even small changes can affect taste, texture, or how well the product holds together. Industrial mixers blend these ingredients thoroughly, ensuring that each batch maintains the same flavor and consistency, whether it's destined for a small jar or a bulk container. For smooth peanut butter, some manufacturers use homogenizers at this stage. These machines push the mixture through tiny openings at high pressure, breaking down any remaining particles and giving the peanut butter its signature creamy finish. Chunky varieties are handled differently. A portion of coarsely ground peanuts is mixed in at the end, so every spoonful includes those familiar crunchy bits. Quality control is a constant presence throughout this process. Factories test their products for microbial safety, check moisture levels, and analyze texture to ensure each batch meets strict standards. Peanuts and other raw ingredients are inspected for aflatoxins and freshness before production even begins. During mixing, samples are pulled to verify that the blend matches the intended recipe, and the finished product is tested to make sure it meets requirements for smoothness, spreadability, and taste. If a batch falls short, whether due to texture, flavor, or safety, it never makes it to the packaging line. Packaging is the final step in the factory. Automated lines fill thousands of jars per hour, each one carefully weighed to stay within a few grams of the target amount. Jars are sealed immediately to protect the peanut butter from air and light, which can cause oxidation and spoilage. Labels provide ingredient lists, nutritional details, and expiration dates, meeting regulatory requirements and helping consumers make informed choices. Factories are also shifting toward more sustainable packaging, using recyclable materials and minimizing waste wherever possible. Even leftover peanut skins and oils are often repurposed to reduce environmental impact. Before any jar leaves the facility, it undergoes one last inspection. Machines check for tight seals, correct labeling, and proper weight, ensuring that every jar sent to stores meets the same high standards set at the start of production. This attention to detail at each stage is what allows peanut butter to arrive on shelves safe, fresh, and consistent, no matter where you buy it. The next time you reach for a jar, there's a lot more behind that simple spread than you might expect. Factories run at impressive speeds. Major plants can package over 1,500 jars of peanut butter every hour, thanks to automated systems that handle everything from roasting and grinding to filling and sealing. Each jar is the result of precise roasting, careful grinding, thorough mixing, and strict quality testing at every step. This combination of technology and attention to detail ensures that what you find on the shelf is always safe, consistent, and full of flavor. If you're curious about how other foods are made, let us know in the comments which food production process you'd like to see next. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.